Hey, this is Politics with Laura, and I got a good one for you today. Earlier today, I did a short about Matt Gaetz, and basically him being political and playing political games. Well, this game, hmm, it went too far. This is what almost happened to Matt Gaetz. He almost got the slobber knocker beat out of him by this guy here, Mike Rogers. He's a Republican, mild-mannered guy from Alabama, just doing his job as a Republican in the House of Representatives. And then you have Matt Gaetz in Florida, as they say, as some people say. I'm from Florida. Can't get the accent right, but I try. All of this was about the Speaker of the House, which is Kevin McCarthy, which I think he really gave a lot of concessions to become the Speaker of the House. I'm going to just divert just for a small second to make this point of how everything occurred from this point. Not Matt Gaetz, I'm sorry. Kevin McCarthy had done so much to become the Speaker of the House. You had people that did their time and who have earned the right to become Speaker of the House or even have the nomination. On the other hand, you had Hakeem Jeffries, who just spent the last 8 years in the Democratic Party. I don't think anybody was interested in it. But something about Kevin McCarthy, he he promised everything and the kitchen sink. So to me, I think the Republicans are going in the 2024 or 23 in a weak manner. I could only imagine what he had to give up. But he's Speaker of the House. Now, how it comes to this right here, these two guys right here, oh man, look how enraged. Let me blow this up a little bit. One guy's hands over his face to keep him from slobber knocking Matt Gaetz. I mean, he is just too through. He's too through. Like, I'm gonna. The next thing you know, you're gonna see Matt Gaetz. Nobody's looking at his guy if he's getting his behind kick. Matt pushes people's buttons. He knows how to do that. But however, that's besides the point. Let's get what led up to that. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. All right, now here is what I find rather interesting. Okay, not that one. I'm sorry. I am sorry, not that one. This one here. Now, Matt Gaetz was playing a little game. I'm not going to vote for Kevin McCarthy. I'm going to vote for him. I'm not going to vote for him. So, as I went in briefly on the short, I just gave just a little info, but let me give a little extra because he says something rather important. All right, and a couple of things are rather important here. All right. He says, speaking with Fox News, and I normally don't deal with Fox News, but however, it popped up and it was geared to where I was getting ready to talk about. Speaking from Fox News digital ahead of the House reconvening for the third day to try to elect a speaker, Gates said McCarthy offered everything his critics asked for in order to win over their votes, but that he doubled down it would be enough to get to get the longtime Republican leader across the finish line. So he's doing all this stuff in the background. There are only two outcomes: either Kevin McCarthy withdraws from the speaker's race, or he has to wake up every morning and to put on the best world's to put on the world's best constructive straitjacket before doing his prayers and pledging to the beginning of the House session, Gaetz said, adding that several of his colleagues would be working on how to construct that straitjacket. So I thought that was rather interesting for him to, to put all this into play. Oh, goodness. So they're doing everything they can to ensure that the Republicans gets the speaker shot. But he wasn't the only person that could have run and possibly won without giving up all these tangibles for the other Republicans and Democrats to vote for him. Now, as each senator votes or congressperson votes, they could vote for either Jeffries or McCarthy. It really didn't matter because somebody had to win. So there was something else I wanted to point out. All right. Ahead of the meeting with Republicans before Thursday's vote, McCarthy was asked if he expects the vote tally to be the same today. He said, yeah, pretty much. So that right there is he's fighting. He's continued to fight because he went at this 15 times, 15. McCarthy added, nothing is agreed to until everything is agreed to. Okay. It wouldn't I wouldn't read anything into the votes today. So it's, as they say, it is what it is. Now, here's where it comes to this. Because, Matt, I'll vote. Get back to that part. Get to this one right here. I mean, just to make a genteel Southern man to just lose grip like that, Matt can bring that out in you. He just has that very ability. The chamber descended into chaos when two lawmakers nearly came to fisticuffs. The frustration of the 4 long days of failing to elect a speaker boiled over. And that was just a part of the drama. Most definitely. Here, Representative Mike Rogers of Alaska, was it Alaska or Alabama? Okay. Lunged at Representative Matt Gaetz and had to be pulled away by Richard Hudson of Republican North Carolina. It happened after Gaetz blocked Kevin McCarthy from clinching the final vote to be elected Speaker of the 14th in the 14th round of voting. And after the rabble-rouse signaled he was ready to back down and let everyone finally go home. Now that only brings me to this. What did Gaetz say? Apparently he had said something, okay, I'm going to vote for him. I'm going to give the vote. But that's not what happened. That man. Okay, here. Several GOP members um here, here. Several GOP members said they believe the animosity between Rogers and Gaetz reached a boiling point over talks that the GOP leadership might offer Gaetz the chambermanship of the House Armed Services Subcommittee. Rogers, who is set to lead that panel, had grown increasingly angry at the handout or the holdouts during this week. And he had initially threatened to try to strip anti McCarthy members of the committee assignment. Whoa. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. It didn't help that Gaetz told Representative Ilhan Omar, Democrat from Minnesota, on the House floor the day before that the handout everything had gotten everything they wanted from the leadership, but we're still voting against McCarthy, according to a person familiar with the conversation. Gaetz Gaetz appeared to revel in the drama, which he does. Oh, you ought to see him act. I don't want to say act a fool. I would say act passionate. He left the chambers and headed to the restroom right before his name was called out during the roll call. That meant that when he returned, he would cast one of the final votes. And McCarthy's fate would come down to him. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I mean, Matt, 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 Matt. Matt, 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 Matt. But that's what that all led up to. Matt playing games. You can't make this stuff up. However, and again, like, subscribe. They are free. And thank you for stopping by.